Okay, so this is probably the third time I've started this because I just put this guitar back together and it's the tuning keys were shot. It belongs to a local pastor actually, who owns a marine shop here in town. And his tuning keys, he just wanted some guitar strings, but then when he started trying to string this up, I guess somebody gave him this guitar. The tuning keys all disintegrated on him. This is probably an early 80s, maybe very, very late 70s Goya, but I'm thinking it's probably an 80s. It's made in Korea, imported by C.F. Martin. So this is the same, it's a G120, so it's like the hills are alive with the sound of music. It's the same Julie Andrews, model. So, or looks like it anyway. Maybe it's not exactly the same one, but I'm pretty sure she was playing a Goya in that movie, The Sound of Music. Anyway, this thing keeps drifting flat. So what I'm doing is I'm stretching the strings. I'm just playing the crap out of it, bending them, play all kinds of stuff, So try to do it in sevenths. Now we're in Jerry Reed mode right there. It's so hard with this string spacing too. Now let's see how far out we are. Actually, I'm just going to go. Go a half step. All right, now let's see how far flat we are. This is literally, I've been doing this for an hour. It's flat. It's a few cents flat. All of them are. Yeah. Nylon strings take forever. I'll probably let it sit overnight and it'll be, it'll be tuned to D flat in the morning. Yeah. Anyway, pretty cool guitar. I don't have a classical guitar anymore. I haven't had one for a while. And I don't know how much these go for. I've seen a couple of Goyas around the same era, the made in the Korea ones, and they were like $4.99 or $500. I was like, wow, that's quite a bit more than I expected they'd be worth. But anyway, the tuning keys had crumbled. Let's see if I can find the old tuning keys that were on this thing. I don't know where they're at. Oh, here they are. So these are the original tuners, and they're just missing buttons and mangled, totally mangled tuning keys. Anyway, it's got new ones on it. They're still the butterfly tuner, so they look fairly correct. But yeah. So that's the Goya video. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff if you feel like it. I apologize again, I haven't been on here for quite a while. I produced a buddy of mine's album up in, I was at my friend Josh Bird's studio, Birdsong Studio, and we were the first record to be produced in there, and it's pretty amazing. We got Ira Dean on bass, Mike Johnson on steel, Tim McDonald on keys, Billy Thomas on drums. I mean, you just can't get any better than that. And Janae Fleener was supposed to play fiddle on it, but she had to go back out with George Strait. So I called my buddy Tim Crouch, and Tim knocked it out of the park. Everybody's jaws were on the floor. And I played most of the guitars. Josh is an amazing guitar player too, Josh Bird. So Josh played some of the stuff, and I played some of the stuff. I played acoustic on 2 songs. He played the rest of the acoustics, and I played lead and electric on most of it. Produced it, sang harmony, and called in a couple of other friends, Jamie O'Neill and Minnie Murphy, the sisters. Did some harmonies, and anyway, Ray Nine's new record. You guys are gonna love it. It's really good. And I'm not just saying that because I produced it, but it's really good. Anyway, when it comes out, I'll let everybody know. In fact, if you go back through my videos, you can see one of my guitar parts. I drive a truck. I just like videotaped me playing that guitar part in my office, actually. And it's just a one take, one pass all the way through the song, and I think that's the one that we kept for the record, so it's pretty good. Anyway, if you need to get a hold of me for any reason, I've got all the subscribe stuff on here now, so you can pretty much get in touch with me through here. I've kind of stopped doing Facebook because of these stupid-ass t-shirt ads. Like, everybody's like, oh, hey, somebody mentioned you, or Forrest Lee Jr. mentioned you, and then there's 100 people, and they're all guitar players in Nashville. That's what I don't get, is they're all Nashville guitar players, and none of us are selling. I sell t-shirts on my website, forrestleejr.com, FORRESTLEEJR.com, and you can go to forrestleejr.com if you want a B bender or a G bender install, or a double bender install, or doing something really crazy like I'm doing with this old 70s Bigsby. I've made I've got a little invention I'm working on here, but I'm doing a Bigsby with a bender, and for another guy. And anyway, so there's a lot of stuff cooking, and again, if you want to get in touch with me, just go to the website. It's the easiest way. Shoot me an email through there, and or hit the old subscribe button and become a member and all that stuff. And I'm also doing lessons and stuff, direct lessons via video, either through an Android or through an iPhone, or you can use an iPad or whatever. And if you want to learn how to play whatever, instead of playing an A chord like this, don't play an A chord like that. That's the wrong way to play it. That's the way that they teach you in the book that comes with one of these guitars. Play it like this, because that way you can move it. You can move it around to an E. So this finger stays anchored. A chord, E chord, D chord. This finger just stays anchored. It just, you know, there's so much you can do with this. I don't know, I learned it that way and it just felt natural to me. Another really cool thing that I'm just going to throw in here, I didn't learn scales like... I didn't learn the typical... any of that kind of stuff. Or... yeah. I didn't learn a regular pentatonic. I didn't learn that. When I was a kid, I just had to figure out how to get from this position to this position to this position and then back up to that position. So what I would call an E chord position to a C chord or a D chord position, which is this, like a D chord here, up 2 frets, you know, there's your E, or an A chord position. Anyway, and then so that's how I would go from point A to point B, is I would just try to figure out so I would, instead of going I still can't think like that. I still can't think in those ways. I just always think about the little notes that go into and out of it. But when I'm wanting to get from point A to point B, it's so, or I just have always done it that way. Or if I'm playing in a minor chord, then it's so it's always been that. Because then you got all them notes, you know. You can pretty much play any note all the way up chromatically, almost, and it will work. But it also just lets you get from point A to point B a lot quicker. And it doesn't sound like you're going... you know, that thing is... it also lends to a more funky... oh. Because you can get all those... Or a buck on. I guess you call that double stop. You know, double stop type thing. It's another thing I like to do a lot. Is the same thing. You just so basically you're going from a chord position to another chord position, but so it's a B chord or B7 down here, and then the the harmonized line there up to this B chord, and then it's really not that difficult, is it? So what I'm thinking in terms of playing in B now. But if you're playing an E and you're doing that B thing, so that went a little sideways. And then back to the E. Or so there's always that too. Yeah, I could really get sideways on this and get really far out. But I'm already 17 minutes into this, so you guys are probably tired of listening to me. But I am going to check it one more time just to see how far this thing has drifted out. And it's flat again. I mean, it doesn't matter what I do. I guess one good thing about it is it makes you practice all night long. All right, so I almost hit 20 minutes. I apologize for the length of this one, but this is a cool guitar. When the strings have finally settled in next week, or hopefully they'll be settled in by tomorrow because my customer is going to pick it up tomorrow, or I'm going to drop it off at the marine shop tomorrow. Not sure. Might even go play it at church Sunday. Never know. He preaches at a Baptist church right around the corner from me, so told him I'd come out last weekend. Went to church at Waverly First Baptist, and then I left and went straight over to this other one that I thought he was at, and it turned out to be another preacher altogether. And I'm like, man, are my eyes really that bad? He looks a lot older. I was at the wrong church. Anyway, I will see y'all later, and keep on keeping on. And if you need anything, let me know. I fix guitars too. I'll fix your car at this point. I need the work. So anybody has any guitar stuff, you need a bender, you need total custom guitars, anything, let me know. I'm going to post some pictures and some stuff that are just absolutely heartbreaking, that American Airlines did to a friend of mine. His guitar, it's bad, and and he's been playing it a lot lately, and it's Mark Slaughter's guitar, and he said he's been using it for a lot, and he was coming from Vegas and they destroyed it, so I'll post that too.